starting on the ground with Herbert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And even though this is a top rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Bears at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Fields now to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Barnard came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, whenever you call it run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
One play action, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. There he goes left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Raiders defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Touchdown, Chicago! Equinemius St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. He may go. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A give left side here for Herbert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just one start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. A nice gain of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They find some open field here. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught outright by Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Second down and 8. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want their hands at all times.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Now this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now back to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Herbert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
11.
Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away. It falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Myers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. At their own 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Fields. DJ Moore. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Chicago. DJ Moore with his second TD of the game, his 6th of the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Santos with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Garoppolo's going to change the play. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Carlson now to add the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. Well, this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A shotgun snap, Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, here's Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Still going. Down the numbers. There he goes. Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 82 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now they'll come up 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears 13. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take...
Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers just the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. There he goes again. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 76 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Garoppolo looks to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Now Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Counter play with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is important. More than capable of charging a secondary any week is evidenced by their combined stat line here. And entirely have remaining, one shot me to see them take another deep shot.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Gets this to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Again, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down. Here's Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Raiders,